I love smart devices. They make our lives easier and more enjoyable when they work. Okay, turn on family room lights.
Okay, playing Friday Night Lights on Netflix.
What? No! See, this is one of the downsides with technology. It doesn't always work as expected. For example, a lot of the lights and speakers in my house work with voice commands, which is great, but sometimes it's frustrating using them. Then, if the voice recognition doesn't work, I have to use the app on my phone to use these devices, which I don't always have on me. This sets me on a series of side quests like finding my smartwatch to find my smartphone so I can then use the apps to adjust my smart devices. What am I even doing? This doesn't seem very smart at all. So check this out. This is the Flic Twist, and it's a customizable smart button. You can program it to do pretty much whatever you want. It's very cool. Flic reached out to me a couple weeks ago and said, we're releasing a new product called the Flic Twist. Can we send it to you? At first, I wasn't very interested since I couldn't think of a good way to use it, but once I actually gave it some thought, I was quick to reconnect and get my hands on it. And as I suspected, since receiving it, I think it is awesome for reasons people might not initially consider. See, this thing is cool not because it's flashy and fun, which it is, but because it low-key makes life a little better. And these are just the kind of products I love. Check this out. In our kitchen/family room, we have Sonos speakers and a Nanoleaf light. To play music and turn on the light using voice commands or the apps can sometimes be a pain, especially if the voice commands don't work on the first try. But not with the Flic Twist. I can easily program it so that if you push the button once, it will play music on the Sonos, and if you push it twice, it will turn on the Nanoleaf. Oh yeah. And it can do better than that. Instead of having those two actions be on two different button presses, instead, you can program each button press to do multiple actions. Now, I set it up so that with one press of a button, it turns on my Sonos speaker and the Nanoleaf at the same time, freeing up the other button presses to do other things. Nice! And this is where it starts to get crazy with what you can do. And as you might imagine, the more smart devices you have, the more interesting uses for the Flic Twist. Plus, as the name suggests, you can also use the twist feature. You can just twist it normally, and you can also push and twist for an entire different set of commands. I can set it up so that if I want to control the volume of the Sonos, I can do that with the twist. Then I could set it up so that if I push and twist, I can adjust the brightness of the Nanoleaf. Cool, right? Or I could use the advanced dimming feature and set both of those actions to one twist. So instead of having the brightness and volume as two separate twists, I could make it so that when I twist it up, the volume increases and the light gets brighter, and then when I twist it down, the light lowers and the music gets quieter. Pretty nuts, right? The options are endless. There are no limits to how you could use this thing. And you can program each twist selector, and there are 12, to do whatever you want. You could set each one to play a different playlist, as well as turn on a certain color to match that playlist and set whatever mood you want. You could instead set all kinds of different lighting scenarios for different things, like bright settings for productivity, and then wind it down to soft tones for relaxing at the end of the night, all with super easy settings using the scene blender or with the advanced dimming features. I don't want to get too deep in all the features with this video. If you are curious what else it can do, please check out their website. Now, that might all sound really fancy and cool, and while you could set up all those actions with your phone technically, but what if someone else wanted to control those things? What if your parents are staying with you or you have friends over? See, that's where voice activation and phone apps start to fall apart, when others are involved. With this, my kids can use it without much thought at all. My technically inept parents can house sit while still enjoying all the benefits of our smart devices. It just works seamlessly. It's really neat. Flic also sent me some of their smart buttons which have less features since they don't have the highly customizable twist feature, but they are surprisingly useful, especially in rooms with less smart tech. In my bedroom, my bedside light is a Philips Hue and I have another Philips Hue behind the TV. My wife falls asleep before me, so when I'm done watching my show or reading my book for the night, I usually use voice commands to turn off the light with my smart clock. Okay, Google, turn off Dad's light. That often results in my almost asleep wife to be very annoyed with me, especially if it doesn't work the first time. Now I can set all of those commands to one quiet press of the button. Nice. I wasn't sure once I got this in the mail if it would actually be a cool product, but it is. I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface yet with what it can do, and I can't wait to see what it's really capable of. Today is launch day for the Flic Twist, so I have a feeling once people get their hands on it, there will be all kinds of innovative and useful uses for this we'll be hearing about soon. Sure, it's not for everyone. If you don't have smart tech in your home, it's pretty useless. But if you do have smart devices, then this thing is rad. This is something you buy if you want your smart home to be a little smarter and easier to use. It will impress your friends and family with its thoughtful simplicity. This is something you buy for that person in your life that loves tech and you never know what to buy them. You can set scenes, set moods, do simple commands, do complicated commands. With the press of one button or one simple twist, you can turn everything in your entire home on or off, and anyone can press it, not just the person in charge of all the tech. The Flic Twist makes life a little better, and I like that. I think you would too. If you want to get some of these cool smart buttons for yourself, I've put an affiliate link in the description below, which I would appreciate if you use. That way Flic will know I sent you and that my video is good. And if you do get them or are considering getting one, let's chat in the comments below for what you will use it for. I haven't had mine for very long, so I'm excited to see what else these buttons can do that I haven't even thought of yet. Thanks, Flic, for involving me with your launch. I appreciate it. I wish you the best of luck with your cool product. Keep rocking. And thanks everyone else for watching. As always, I appreciate the comments, the likes, and the subs. This channel has been growing fast, and the more my channel grows, the more fun videos I get to create. Don't forget to check out this video next, or maybe this one. See you next time on The Sad Life. Okay, play music on Sonos Move.
Did you know Jeffrey Bezos likes to groove?